Today's episode is actually brought to you by my friend Odisseus Laertida from Spain. I hope I pronounced that right. I mean, I guess it's like Spanish, so would that be Odysseus? I don't know. So, in any case, he got me a blaster that you cannot find in the US, and I have tried, trust me. The only places that I could find it for sale were India, which is very far from me, and Spain, which is almost as far from me. Luckily, Odysseus was able to send it to me, and he asked me to do an unboxing video. Typically, I don't do unboxing videos. I prefer to thrift my blasters, but since he was kind enough to send it all this way, here we go. Now, I already filmed a video for this, and it got screwed up while I was trying to edit it on YouTube, and it got deleted, and I realized that it's no longer on my phone because I deleted it because I'm an idiot. So this is already open, but we're going to pretend with the power of our imaginations that this is a proper unboxing. So let's just assume that I've got scissor hands, and we're opening this up. And there we go. So this is what I simply refer to as the BlazeStorm 7071, because that is its model number. This is a BlazeStorm blaster, which is a company that most of y'all would probably know for the knockoff Rough Cut. They do this shameless imitation of the Nerf Rough Cut. It actually looks kind of cool. It looks a little different, but it's very clearly a Rough Cut. It even works exactly the same way with smart ARs and everything. But the company has some unique and interesting designs, like this one, for example. This is, sort of vaguely a Firestrike, but it's not a Firestrike. The shell is unique, and I think it's actually very well detailed and very nicely done overall. So we're going to take a look at that in just a second. First, we've got a letter with some art by Grant Morrison. So let's give this a quick read. This is slightly edited for grammar, and Odysseus, your English is actually fantastic. It is far better than my Spanish, so I'll give you that. So let's see. Hi, I hope that you haven't any problem to receive this package, which I didn't. It arrived quite uneventfully. And that you and your family and your friend, and you know who I'm talking about, are fine. And yes, I do know who you're talking about, and yes, we are all doing great, and we are all very safe after the various natural disasters that have befallen us in the past month or two. So thank you for asking. Parentheses, remember to make the unboxing video. I remembered. I really don't understand why do you want that piece of crap, but I'd like to see what you are able to create using that blaster. And remember, the included darts are shit too. And they really are. I already took the BlazeStorm darts out of the package. I just kind of repackaged everything for the unboxing, and I don't know where they went, because it doesn't matter, because those are the darts that I don't care if I lose. They're kind of junk. Their fit is inconsistent, and they're just a tiny bit shorter than regular elites and other, like 50 cal micro darts. So it's just really annoying. They don't chamber quite the way they're supposed to in, mag feds and stuff like that. So I prefer not to use them, but they're just there as, just fodder for kids to play with if they bend them up and eat them or whatever. It doesn't matter. Don't actually let children eat darts, but, if it happens, it happens. I'm envious because the bunch of Nerf events that are there, parentheses, but at least we have a better cuisine and climate. And, I'll give you that. For the most part, compared to the most of the United States, yes, Spain does have both better food and a better climate. Texas, however, would give Spain a run for its money. There's a reason Spain tried to hold on to Texas for a while. So you have to make a good use of that piece of blaster crap. Blaster crap is hyphenated. Because although it's not Nerf, it's something. I think that's actually a great, slogan for the NIC. It's not Nerf, it's something. Your net friend, Odysseus Laertida. Thank you. I greatly appreciate you doing this for me. I appreciate the letter and getting a hold of this little guy. So, this one is a little different than the Indian ones I've seen. They have a slightly different pattern on them with a little more detail here, but the shell is exactly the same and so on. And I'm imagining that everything else about it is exactly the same. So let's go ahead and get this thing open, and we will take a look. Unfortunately, because this is a Spanish release and not the one that comes directly from China, it doesn't have the English on the cover that the Blaze-Storm boxes are known for. And I actually collect Blaze-Storm boxes. I'm going to do a whole episode on the Blaze-Storm series and the English that comes on the box. But this one doesn't have it. For all I know, this could actually be like Chinese, Spanish, English, or whatever equivalent there is of like badly translated Spanish. But I wouldn't know because for some reason I don't speak Spanish. I don't know how that's even possible. I've lived here in Texas this long, and all the Spanish I know is just sí, no, qué pasó, de nada, you know, like little stuff like that. And I don't know why I've never learned it, but I really ought to. So this is the actual blaster itself. This is about the size of a Firestrike. And as you can see, it's just got tons and tons of dart storage all over the place. It is just a single shot, and it's a pullback. It does the same thing. It doesn't have a whole lot of power to it. I haven't actually got it up on my chrono yet, but I'm guessing 50s-ish, maybe low 60s FPS. It's kind of weird with Blaze-Storm. Either they hit like a truck, or they hit like pre-elite. Some of the blasters, like the rough cuts, hit really hard, and others are just kind of meh. So this one happens to be on the meh side of things, but that's okay, because we can definitely upgrade the internals. In fact, I'm going to do some serious upgrading. Odysseus was asking what I plan to do with this, and I know for at least this little guy down here, the 4 barrels, I'm going to put a small tank in here with a bottom prime, and it's going to link to a blast button, so that I can shoot these as a shotgun round. So it's basically a built-in master key. And then these, I don't know if I actually have enough room in here to add any kind of propulsion system for these. I probably don't. But I'm going to see if I could do something that allows these to work as smart ARs, if some tiny little smart AR system will fit in here, or if there's just not enough room, then I can also make these powered by whatever little air tank I've got, so that I have some sort of little switch mechanism or something that opens or closes the airflow to them, so that I can either fire these darts with the air tank, or I can open it up to where these also fire at obviously a lower velocity, because then the air is being split 3 ways. Or I could have some way to like close this air tank and open these. Whatever the case may be, I'll figure something out. But I definitely want to make full use of all this. So overall, this is a big, hefty, comfortable blaster. It's got a lot of nice little detailing, a lot of separate shell pieces that click together, which is why you've got all these colors and all the details the way they are. So I really like that. I like that Blaze-Storm actually pays attention to its detail, and even though they pretty much just blatantly copy off of Nerf, they do their own designs actually, and this is a great example of Blaze-Storm being really good with the shell design and so on. And I really wish that whoever does the design elements of Blaze-Storm would work with whoever does the engineering for Busby, and I think that would be a dream team. Just a truly fantastic Chinese competitor to Nerf and whatever else we've got over here. But in any case, thank you, Odysseus, for this one-of-a-kind gift. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed the unboxing.